Hey everybody, it's Joy with joyslife.com. Welcome to this episode of 52. Today we're going to work with the silhouette sketch pens. The first thing we need to do is take the blade out of the silhouette, so I will open it up, pull the blade out, and then we're just going to replace it with one of these nifty pens. I bought these from Amazon and they were at a pretty good deal when I got them, but the deal got even better later. Sad but true. So I'm just going to use a black pen today because I want to make a zebra, and I'm going to put it on white paper. So just open up the pen and you see it's got that little ridge on it. Well, that ridge is going to fit right into the little holder. Plop. So you stop when the ridge hits that part. It's not going to let you mess up. It is super simple. And then you just tighten it up. All ready. Super nice. All right, let's load the mat. Okay, Matt, there we go. Now, I wanted to show you something else. You see this little thing over here? Let me zoom in and show you. All right, this thing right here. What is totally awesome about that is it will hold your blade. Very cool. But it's also a little ratchet. So you can change your blade depth by just putting your blade in there, or your little blade housing in there, and spinning it to the correct depth that you want. That's great if you lose that little piece that comes with your package that your blade came in. Okay, so I'm just going to stick it there so I don't lose it, and we've got our pen in, and now all I need to do is go to my software and hit cut. Today I'm using this little zebra that I imported from the Silhouette store. I bought it there. It's super cute. And then I also have these cute little dudes. I've got this little cow and this elephant and this little sheep or lamb. There we go, right there. Aren't they cute? But I'm only going to work with the zebra right now because I just don't want to cut that much stuff. Over here I've got pulled off the side of my mat a little card to cut out. And I showed you how to do this in one of my other videos. I'll link to that so you can make your own card for your zebra or whatever you decide to use to go on. Now I'm going to have the zebra cut out on a separate sheet of paper so then I can later attach it to my card. That way if I mess up or anything, I haven't destroyed my whole card, and it's a lot simpler. I like to do things like that. See that little pen up there at the top? It looks like a pen. I guess it's the blade. It's the Silhouette cut settings. So if you'll just click on that, it'll bring up this screen and you'll see all of your cut setting choices. Now all we have to do is scroll down, and they've made it very simple for us. Keep scrolling, still scrolling. Okay, there we are. Silhouette sketch pen. Click on that. And look at that. Let me zoom down so you can see it. It's already chosen the little sketch pen for you right here. Okay, that makes it easy. And it's already got your suggested speed and thickness of 10 for speed and 18 for thickness in there, and the cutting mat clicked and all that good stuff. So basically, all you have to do is press cut. Excellent. Let's do that. Okay, I hit cut and it is definitely drawing out the zebra. Be sure to go to your cut settings window so you can see what's going to cut, and make sure that you've got the lines off that you don't want to have cut. For example, I have a line going around the zebra that I want to be a cut line. You want to make sure that's turned off so you don't draw it unless you want to draw it. Oh, this little guy is so cute. I just love him. Well, let's take out the pen and then we'll replace it with the blade, and then we'll begin making our card. Okay, same process, just in reverse. Take out the pen. Ta-da! Put in the blade. Ta-da! I think I'm going to move that to 6. I like to run my blade pretty high. Alrighty. Let's stick it right in there. Done. Now we'll just take out... Oh, shoot! I didn't mean to do that. Don't take out the zebra. Darn, that was a mistake. Do as I say and not as I do. I want you to not remove the zebra from the machine. He's not finished yet. We have to cut it out first. We're going to cut out a little piece around here so we can put him on the card. I mistakenly took him out, so I just reloaded him. Don't do that. It's really hard because if you've got lines that you want to cut around, or however, if you want to cut the zebra out or whatever you might want to do, if you take it out of the machine, it's really hard to line it up again. So we'll see how mine turns out. Yikes. Okay, there's my zebra, and we're going to go up here to the cut style window and click on that. Alright, there we are. Now you can see everything in red is what we just drew. So I want to click on that now, and then I want to go over here to no cut. You see that on the right? Click that. Now the zebra is not highlighted. Good, because I don't want him to cut out again or to draw. What I do want is to cut the edge. So now we'll just hit cut, and now that we've got the blade in there, my little zebra will get cut out. Now it may get cut out all crazy because I didn't do the right thing, but maybe it will work. We're going to cross our fingers. Crossing fingers! I like to cut with the textured cardstock heavy because that's typically the kind of thing I use. Let's see, that's it. I haven't used my Cameo in a while, so I'm kind of slow today. Now we're going to hit cut, and I just want to make sure, yep, that's going to cut. I get a little paranoid before I do anything. I want to make sure that I'm cutting the lines I mean to cut. Okay, we're crossing our fingers here. I don't really know where it's going to cut since I took the thing out and then put it back in. Hey, it looks like it's doing fine. We didn't cut his ears off or anything. Excellent. Alright, now we can take it out of the mat and remove it. Remove it carefully. I have a very sticky mat today. Ta-da! Yay! Hey, look! He turned out just fine. Thank goodness. That is pretty great because I didn't think that would happen. Alright, let's put him on a card. Well, I got all excited about making my card, and I forgot that I didn't cut out the base that I intended to cut out. So that's it, the one that I set up and showed you a bit ago, and I've got that other video on how to make it. So I like doing this. It makes things a little bit simpler. Let's zip over and see it being cut out. Okay, there it is being cut out. I've decided to cut it out just using some brown craft paper. And the reason I think it's simpler to do things like this, I mean, obviously you can cut your own envelope, not envelope, card, and it's very easy. But what's nice about this, let me unload this, is that if you're doing a specific size, then you can go ahead and move your zebra, for example, over on the digital mat to see if it's going to fit. So see, that fits. And I don't have to keep cutting, and I mean, you can measure obviously, but and do it by hand, but I just like to get things done like that. That's pretty simple. Now we're just going to stick him on there, and I've got a great sentiment to go on it. I'm so excited. I love this little guy. Dee. That's him running by. Well, here we are with our little zebra. He's all ready to be put on the card, and what I decided to do is use some of this cool adhesive cork. Couldn't think of what it's called there for a second, but it's pretty neat. It's just got a little sticky back, and you peel it off. All I did was cut it out. I had just some of my cheap scissors there, and I had this big piece of cork. I don't even know where this came from. I've had it for a while, but it seemed to make sense to fit on my zebra because I just really wanted this to be kind of plain. The zebra is so cool, just the way that it's drawn and everything, that I didn't want to take away from that by putting a bunch of, you know, stuff on there. So I thought I'd keep it basically simple. Basically simple. Basically basic. Just basic. Anyway, simple. Okay, so I'm just using my Scotch ATG gun. I love this little thing. Got a pink one and a red one. Had it forever. Love it. Well, the pink one wasn't always out. That one kind of came out more recently. The red one was out for a long time because framers used to use it. Okay, like in framing for your pictures and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Just a little history there. Okay, now I'm just going to peel the back off of this and plop, throw it away. And then I'm just going to stick it down. I'm not exactly sure how I want this to look. I'm not going for a really even look. I just want it to be kind of woodsy, wild, you know, kind of like you'd see on a, I don't know, safari or something like that. Yeah, because there are a lot of cards drawn with a Cameo on safari. Oh yeah, that happens all the time. Okay, crazy. All right, just kidding. Okay, so we're going to stick that down and then stick down the rest of the pieces. In the meantime, while I'm trying to get tape off the back, let's talk about the stamp I'm going to use. I am using, oh, I got some gunk on myself. Okay, I'm using my Joy's Life brand stamps, and I thought I would use the one from Wildlife Puns. That made sense because, hey, wild! I'm going to use We Are the Wildlife because that is my husband's favorite stamp. And even though I'm not making this card for him, I try to use it as often as I can to make him smile because he loves it. And another one that would have been great was, and I really wanted to use this, but I just had him in mind, so I thought I'd use his favorite. I like the Tell Me About It from Barnyard Puns. That's a great one. And you can use these little brackets to, you know, kind of bracket in your saying and everything, so that's really cool. And I've got a lot for cows too, so, and that one works for a cow. And if you're doing a cow, I've got muchas gracias and all that hay there. A lot of good ones on this one. Heard you were ill, so just lots of good stuff. And you remember how we were looking at all those things I didn't draw? Let me grab this one. And I had that elephant. If you are an Alabama Crimson Tide football fan, you will like, this is the sentiment on Pun in the Sun. Kind of got the stamps moved up a bit there. But happy tidings. So for Roll Tide, for any of my Alabama fans, like I am, that's perfect for that with that elephant. I can't wait to make some of those cards. I'm just not going to do it today. So we're going to stamp out We Are the Wildlife. I actually already did that, but I can't find it. So we'll stamp it again. Okay, I'm going to stick these things down and then we'll stamp, okay? Because this is getting kind of boring watching me stick this down. Ta-da! All stuck down. Okay, and like I said, I just cut this with my scissors. Ta-da! And those are just the cheapy scissors. Oh, I knocked over some buttons that I'm not using. At least I don't think I'm going to use them. Okay, let's get our stamp on. Oh, I need to take this out. I can't find the stamp that I had that I was using, so we'll just take them right out of the package. If you buy some, go to joyslife.com, the products page, and this is how they are. So you'll be really pleased with them. They're made in the United States. And I ship super quick because, you know why? Because I like to buy things, and when I buy things, I mean, like everybody likes to buy things when you can, I like them to come fast, so I ship fast. Okay, so there's my We Are the Wildlife. Oh, I'm not on camera, duh. We Are the Wildlife stamp stuck on there. Okay, I'm going to ink my stamp up, and then we'll just stamp down on a piece of paper. I really need something a little bit more firm underneath my, or at least something. This isn't firm at all, but I'll try this. My table is a little warped, so it's hard to stamp on it. That helped. Ta-da! Okay. So if you have a table that you stood on and warped because it's plastic, not that I ever stood on my table, haha, I did, then put something under your stamp before you stamp because it should have worked the first time. Where is my punch? Okay, here it is. Alright, so we're going to use this punch right here. Okay. Punch. And done. There we go. We are the wildlife! Woo! Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, I decided I would stick this sentiment on some more cork that I was going to put inside the card. I kind of want to rough this cork up on the edges because where I cut it on one side is roughed up and the other side's not, so it's kind of weird. So peeling the backing off just like I did before. They're pretty sticky. Okay, so let's hope I get this right. I got it right side up. That's important. And I'm going to stick it in the middle. The middle-ish. Oh, wait. I want to make sure it'll shut. Doggone it. It's so bulky, I want to make sure that it's going to close. Okay. So it's close to the edge, but not completely. Alright, perfect. Not even sticking out too much. Yay! Alright. Now, you can ink this up. I'm not a big inker. I don't do a lot of inking, but I kind of feel like this needs it, but then again, whatever. I think I might glue this down with something else. So let's see if it'll stick with the ATG gun. Maybe it will. I got sticky fingers now. Okay. Just ATG gunning it. I put so much glue on everything. If you watch any of my videos, you'll see I over pop dot, I over glue. Like my stuff is not coming apart, you know. Okay. I'll call that the middle. Stick it down. Yeah. Awesome. Well, we're done. That's it. Simple as pie. We got a drawn little zebra, and then on the inside, we are the wildlife. Perfect. Now you can just write your little message up here or wherever you want to do it, and you're all done. This was fun. I hope you enjoyed watching the Silhouette Cameo use the sketch pens to sketch out this cool little zebra card. Come on and check out my other posts and ideas on joyslife.com. I hope to see you there and to see you again soon for another episode of 52. Bye!